Hi everyone, I am Professor Shalini Tarvade from Mechanical Department. In last lecture of Tom, we have seen what is flywheel, different types of flywheel, what are functions of flywheel. Okay, now and we also have seen turning moment diagram for four-stroke engine, multi-cylinder engine. Okay, now we will move towards the energy concept of used in flywheel or energy stored in flywheel, again fluctuations of energy stored in flywheel. Okay, we will move forward. We will see first energy stored in flywheel. As I explained earlier, energy stored in flywheel is in the form of kinetic energy. Okay, rotational kinetic energy, which is given by capital E is equal to 1 by 2 I omega square. Okay, where omega is rotational velocity, and we take rotational velocity unit as radian per second, and here I is moment of inertia of flywheel, or we can say that it is ability of flywheel to resist change in its rotational velocity omega. Okay, so E is equal to I 1 by 2 I omega square is rotational kinetic energy. Here moment of inertia, that is moment of inertia of flywheel or ability of flywheel to resist the change in its rotational kinetic energy, I is given by K m r square, where m is mass of flywheel, k is inertia constant, and r is radius of flywheel. That is I is equal to k r square m or k m r square. Okay. Here dependency of k is given. K depends upon shape of rotating object. Okay. Shape factor K for different planar section geometry is given here. For disc, K is taken as 1. For thin fiber, it is taken as 0.5. For shape bar, it is also taken as 0.5. Modified constant straight disc for this K is taken as 0.931. For conical disc, K is taken as 0.806. For flat unpaired disc, K is taken as, or inertial constant is taken as 0.606. For rim with web single bar, it is taken as rim with web, it is taken as 0.4, and for single bar inertial constant is taken as 0.333. Okay, and last for flat paired bar, value of inertial constant is taken as 0.305. Okay, for solid discs we take I is equal to m r square by 2. Okay, next we will see coefficient of fluctuation of speed. It is given by Cs. Okay, what is coefficient of fluctuation of speed? We will see the maximum fluctuation of speed. It is difference between maximum value and minimum value of speed during a cycle. Okay, when the difference between maximum and minimum speed is obtained during a cycle, we get the value of maximum fluctuation of speed of flywheel. Okay, what is coefficient of fluctuation of speed? Coefficient of fluctuation of speed is ratio of maximum fluctuation of speed to mean speed. When ratio is taken of maximum fluctuation to mean speed, maximum fluctuation of speed to mean speed, then we get the value of coefficient of fluctuation of speed Cs. Here we will give n as mean speed value, it is in rpm, then we take 1 as maximum speed in rpm, and we take n2 as minimum speed, and it is given in rpm. Then what will be maximum fluctuation here? It is difference between maximum and minimum value. n1 is maximum minus n2, that is minimum value. Okay, n1 minus n2. Okay, this is maximum fluctuation. What is coefficient of fluctuation of speed, then CS is given by maximum fluctuation, that is n1 minus n2 upon n. Okay. Again 2n1 minus n2 is equal to 2n1 minus n2 upon n1 plus n2 is equal to c2, because mean speed is n1 plus n2 by 2. Okay, n is equal to n1 plus n2 by 2. Okay, the value of coefficient of fluctuation of speed are different. Okay, we will see permissible value of coefficient of fluctuation of speed, okay, upon types, depending upon types of machine. Okay, for engines with belt transmission, value of coefficient of fluctuation of speed is 0.03. okay, when an engine is gear wheel transmission, then CS, value of CS is 0.02. okay, for crushing machines it is 0.2. For electrical machines, coefficient of fluctuation of speed is 0.003. For hammering machines, CS is 0.2. okay, for pumping machines it is in coefficient of fluctuation of speed is in the range of 0.03 to 0.05, and for machine tools the value of CS is 0.03. okay, we will see stresses in flywheel rim. Okay, as we all know, flywheel rim is area where major portion of mass or weight of flywheel is consisted. A boss or hub for fixing flywheel on shaft, and number of arms for supporting the rims on flywheel on the hub. Okay, a flywheel consists of a rim at which major portion of mass or weight of flywheel is concentrated. A boss or a hub for fixing the flywheel on the shaft, and number of arms for supporting the rims on the hub. Okay, we will see which stresses are induced in rims. There are two stresses which are induced in rim. They are tensile stress due to centrifugal force and tensile bending stress caused by restraint of arms. Tensile stress and tensile bending stress are experienced by rim that are due to centrifugal force and due to restraint or resistance of arms. Okay, we will see both one by one. Tensile stress due to centrifugal force. Tensile stress which is experienced by rim due to centrifugal force. Okay, we will see this. Assuming that rim is unstrained by arms, it is determined in similar way as thin cylinder subjected to internal pressure. Okay, here Ft is equal to rho r square omega square is omega square, where rho is density of flywheel material, r is mean radius of flywheel, and omega is angular speed of flywheel. As we all know, what is formula for omega? Omega is equal to V by R. Okay, we will put this in formula of Ft. Ft is equal to rho V square. Okay, where V is linear velocity of flywheel. We will see of units. Ft is given by Newton per meter square. Rho, we all know density unit for density is kg per meter cube. Velocity meter per second. Okay, and mean radius of flywheel, that is r, is given by meter. Okay, now we will see next type, that is tensile bending stress caused by restraint or resistance of arms. Tensile bending stress which is experienced by rim due to restraint of arm is based on assumption that each portion of rim between a pairs of arm behaves like a beam fixed at both ends and uniformly loaded such that length between fixed end. Okay, here we assume that rim behaves like an beam which is fixed at both end and it is throughoutly or uniformly loaded. Okay, here length L is equal to pi d upon n. Okay, as we all know, n is number of arms and r is mean radius of flywheel and d is diameter of flywheel. As we all know, diameter, what is formula for diameter? 2r. Then we will put in L is equal to 2 pi r upon n, where n is number of arms. Okay, maximum bending moment M is given by W omega square upon 12 is equal to BT rho omega square into r upon 12 in bracket 2 pi r upon n. Okay, then we obtain here sectional modulus and bending stress. Okay, then total strain in rim is given by F is equal to Ft plus Fb. Okay, lastly we will see stresses experienced by arms in flywheel. Okay, following stresses are induced or experienced by arms of flywheel, that is tensile stress due to centrifugal force acting on rim and bending stress due to torque transmitted from rim to shaft or from shaft to the rim. Okay, now we will see applications of flywheel. Flywheels are used in reciprocating engines because energy source, that is torque from energy, is intimate. Okay, dynamic balancing of rotating elements, energy stored in small scale engine in electricity generator sets. Okay, thank you.